Hello dear students, today we are going to cover up the next portion of heredity and evolution. So in the today's session we are going to study about the remaining Mendel's experiments and along with that what they have specifically named according to their experiments. Those things also we will see with different examples whichever he has used as a trait for his experiments, how it denotes and their names, how it's specifically named, those things also we will see. So we will move towards our topic, that is homologous and heterologous chromosomes. So see guys, what is mean by the homologous and heterologous chromosome? I hope everyone knows the what is mean by the chromosome. Is it the you have learned these things in the 9th standard or in a lower classes also, the cell and cell organelle, is it? So one most important and central dogma of the cell, that is the nucleus. So inside the nucleus the genetic materials are present, that is the chromatin materials, nothing but the chromosomes. Okay, so when they are in a condensed form, that is a chromatin materials. When they are in a separated form, then it is called as a chromosomes. When they are in a one pair or two pairs, and their specific pair of their above side and below side is known as a sister chromatids or the chromatids. We will see those things, but our main focus is that to understand the homologous and heterologous chromosomes means what and how they are related to the experiment of Mendel's. Okay, so actually all this, the experiment whichever he had chosen the traits, those are nothing but related to the genes. It means directly or indirectly it is based or related to the chromosome, is it? So now homologous means what? Homo means always this word comes for the same or the similar. Okay, the homologous chromosomes means the similar type of a chromosomes. So how they are similar? Let's see. A set of a set of maternal and one paternal chromosome that pair up with each other inside a cell. So what happens guys, when suppose, let me show here as in the shown the image, hope you are able to see. This is suppose the parental and this is suppose the maternal, and this is the paternal. Okay, paternal means from father and maternal means mother. So what happens, suppose this is inside the nucleus. So this is one set of maternal or this is a one set of paternal chromosome. So each pair with other inside the cells. So they each having a same size and the shape. You can see in the image both of they having a same size and the same shapes. Next, it bears corresponding genes governing the same traits. So what happens guys, how the traits going to be inherit or how it locates, this will be the one more new question will be there. See, one of the arise some questions like, ma'am, actually where the genes are present. So you can see the green and red, these the portions has shown by the colored portion on the chromosome, that is nothing but a traits guys, or that is nothing but the genes. Okay, so suppose why they have given is here as eye color, why they have given as a blood type, hair color and growth. See, it means that from each of the maternal and paternal having a same size of chromosome, same shape of a chromosome, and the both of they having corresponding genes trait means, see, if it is here the eye color is present of a paternal chromosome, then in the maternal chromosome also just corresponding to the chromosome that is also consisting the eye color trait. Getting? So same here about the blood type, also same here for the growth and for the hair color, this region, this region. So it means that from both mother and parent, whenever the chromosomes are transferred, it means that both are present in a corresponding way. Okay, so there will be some, whenever if there's some abnormality or some any other problems will be created in baby, it means that these are just because of these some different traits are present in their corresponding genes. Okay, so this is about the homologous chromosome. So same about the heterologous also. Actually what happens here, that there will be the different shape and size of the chromosome. That may be paternal will be smaller, maternal will be bigger one, or else there we can say the traits also might be differ, is it? So if it is here the eye color will be present, then might be here will be the eye color of paternal chromosome trait will be there, is it? So it do not belonging to the same pair. So the same pair not belonging to each other means their corresponding will be not present on the corresponding ways. Means if here will be the growth gene present, then might be here will be the gene chromosome present. It is not corresponding, is it? So likewise the heterologous and homologous chromosomes are belong to like this. And now next one more word is that is the allele. What is meant by the allele? It is one member of pair, guys. It is one member of pair gene that occupy a given position on a homologous chromosomes. So see, that is nothing but allele means these guys, the traits, is it? The traits which indicates and present on the homologous corresponding ways of both maternal and paternal. This is nothing but the allele, one member of pair of gene that occupy a position. That occupy a position means this is actually the position where they used to be occupied, is it? On a homologous chromosome. Mostly it is on the homologous chromosome. That is the nothing but the allele. So now here they have a given example like capital T, capital T, capital T, small t, capital T, small t, small t. So what is the example of this is, see, if you remember the experiment number first of their second generation, we know that in the first generation what the Mendel has done, he has chosen the tall and dwarf plant, he has crossed it, but he has observed that there is no visualization of any dwarf plant, is it? But for that purpose he again self pollinate, is it, in themselves only, in the offsprings only. Later in the second generation he got a doctor. So that is the example of these things. Okay, now it means that in second generation or second or F2 generation or filial generation, three were the tall plants and one was the recessive plant. So three were the dominant and last one was the recessive one, that was the dwarf plant. Okay, so now here you will one more question arise that ma'am, why here it is as a capital T and small t and capital T. So see guys, we know that always the dominant character is used to suppress the recessive character, is it? So that's why even it may be a hybrid, so it is a small and tall plant is there together, it is nothing but a hybrid plant, but then also it is a tall plant because the dominant character is present in it, but always the recessive character will get hidden. Okay, now next you will understand as we move further. Next is homozygous and heterozygous. Homozygous and heterozygous organisms means what? So see guys, there are two types of the organisms present in the nature. Homozygous organisms means the organisms with identical alleles on a homologous chromosome. Identical allele means, just I have told you, if the traits are corresponding to each other from maternal and paternal, means if it is present on this position, it means that same trait of the gene will be present on this side of a maternal, is it? So that type of organisms, in which type of organism these things included or present, those organisms are called as a homozygous type of organism. If just I have talked before, if the genes are present not present in corresponding positions, then what happens, that is nothing but a heterozygous type, is it? So those are called as a heterologous type of organisms. Okay, so now here we will see The organisms which identical allele on the homologous chromosome is known as a homozygous organisms. So in the first filial generation, what happened? He has crossed tall and dwarf plant. So what he has got result? He has got that both tall and short plant. Is it? So that is the homozygous. Homozygous means in both. So what happened? In both the tallness was there. Is it? So that is nothing but the TT is there. Means even if that may be a hybrid one, but the tallness is there. That is a dominant one. That is nothing but a homozygous organism. Next, heterozygous organisms with different allele of a character on a homologous chromosome. So in sometimes in homologous chromosomes, what happens, guys? The traits or the characters which has chosen or which are present in the human beings, is it, those are maybe in a different ways. Those are not actually like a in a correspond to each other. That may be present in other chromosome branch or some other will be the another one. So likewise some these kind of things happens. That type of chromosomes are called as a hybrid or heterozygous type of organism, also called as a hybrid type of organisms. So example like a small t, capital T, small t, capital T, whatever that may be, but recessive things are present here also. Then also it is a tall plant, but the recessive thing has hidden here. Next, so we will moving towards the main topic. See guys, the Mendel's experiment number 2. What does his second experiment tell us? He has chosen in his second experiment the shape and two colors of seeds, pea seeds. Okay, nothing but a pea. Okay, peas, green peas. So what he has did, he chose two types of shapes of seeds and two colors of seeds. But see, the color and the shape are present in single one only. For example, like he has chosen homozygous round and yellow seeds. So which type of a seed he had chosen? He had chosen homozygous, means similar, round and yellow. Okay, another one trait is that homozygous wrinkled and green seeds. So this is the second one. So these two traits he has used. In first experiment, what he has did, he chose the tall and dwarf stem, or you can say it as a plant. Is it? Next, so what he has did, see, he has crossed it or pollinated it. So what happened then? Each of the allele has to carry one member of each character. So each of the allele have to carry each characters. Means see guys, even if it is a specifically wrinkled and green, even if it is a round and yellow one seed, but then also whenever it will get mixed up at that time, they will become or they will carry the characters. So see, first, how they have indicated the round and yellow seeds, they have indicated by capital R, capital Y, capital Y. Another wrinkled and green seeds, they have indicated by small r, small y, small y. So it is an indication of specifically they have stoned. So what they have did, they have just crossed it. Then what the result? The result was that capital R, capital Y, small y. So how it is possible? Let me show you. It's very easy. You can see. So initially they have chosen in out of this one, which is the common one, capital R and capital Y. Is it? From this one, small r and small y. So from this, what they have did, they have when the choose it, then again whatever the result will be there, that will be the capital R, capital Y, small y. So here like this, capital R, small r, capital Y, small y. They have just crossed it. So what will be the result? So you can see here. So The result is that all the characters were round and yellow because they were dominant. See guys, the result is that the seed was came out as a yellow and round because the capital R and capital Y were the dominant character. We know that in the first filial generation also we have seen the tallness of a plant were suppressed to the recessive character, that is a dwarf plant. Same here, the round or the yellow color seed has suppressed the recessive character of the wrinkled and green seeds. So the result is that all the characters were round and yellow in color because they were dominant, and they were the dominant one. So in the first filial generation, all round and all yellow seeds were formed or obtained. Okay, so this was the second experiment of the Mendel. Now again he has said why the wrinkled type of seeds why not have occurred and green type of seeds why not occurred. So he has again self pollinated or self crossed them. So what that happened at that time, what he has did, capital R small r, capital Y small y, capital R small r, capital Y small y. What is this? This is the first filial generation result. So what he has did, he has crossed themselves in themselves only. So now see here, they are here, getting. So after crossing, how many results have came out, you can see. So we have just chosen in this session, in this slide, what we have seen from this character, we have chosen the common one, that is the capital R and capital Y and small r and small y, is it? After we have that crossed, same about here also, from this region also what they have did, they have chosen, instead of choosing, they have just crossed in themselves only. So how they have crossed, they have kept here like capital R, capital Y, okay, capital R again going to be capital small y, okay, that will be cross again, small r, you can see small r again will be get carried out. So see guys, likewise they have just crossed it. So how they have specifically come out from these things, so from the, okay, just for better understanding, let me show here easily. You can see the first of all they have chosen this one, okay, agree. Now again what they have did, they have crossed them likewise here, this one. How it is happen, by crossing with this one, and again this one has also happened by crossing with this one, okay. So after that the result is that capital R small r, capital R small y, capital Y, all these have formed after crossing with these things. So these will be the results. So after this crossing with these of them, so they have got this result, and likewise they have crossed and they have got the specific characters. So those were the yellow green, but the first two seeds were the round type, that is the yellow round, second was the green round, and or you can also call as a round green, and third one was a wrinkled yellow, and fourth one was the wrinkled green, okay. So after crossing with each of them, they have got the specific type of the traits. So the all traits are have got mostly like a round and yellow. Those were the near about 9 after crossing. The next 3 were the round green, 3 were the wrinkled green, and only one character was there, wrinkled green. Okay, so these were the characters or the results have got by the Mendel when he has self-pollinated the F1 generation. So now, what was his observation? So this is the just Punnett square of dihybrid cross. So how he has did, you can see easily also. You can get the same things. Just I have shown here. Next, Mendel's observation. So what was his observation? In the first filial generation, he displayed only one of the parental fruits. So you can see that in the first filial generation, he has got only the tall plant. So that type or that first experiment, he named it as a principle of dominance, because the tall plant were dominant against the recessive plant or the dwarf plant. That's why that principle is known as a principle of dominance. So next one, when they have self-pollinated to the first filial generation, what happened? The hidden trait in F1 generation reappeared unchanged in F2 generation. Is it? When they have self-pollinated, at that time the fourth character was the recessive one, that was a dwarf plant. So here that type of or that experiment of a F2 generation self-pollination, they have named it as a principle of segregation. So segregation is how happen, guys. The separately each character were carried out, but they have got separately occurred, means obtained separately. Means even if they have self-pollinated in the F1 generation offsprings, then also in the second generation they have got the result with the separate traits. Means 4 traits were obtained, is it? 3 traits for the tall one, and last one, that was a pure recessive one. So that's why each of they have got segregated manners, means that is separately characters were occurred. That's why its principle is known as a segregation principle. Next, the 4 type of plants were obtained in F2 generation in hybrid cross. Just we have seen, is it? The round yellow and wrinkled green when they have crossed in F1 generation. So they have got in F1 generation all plants were the yellow, round yellow, is it? So after that he again got confused that why the recessive things have not appeared again. So he has self pollinated. After that what happened? The capital R, small y, capital R, capital G, capital what can we say, small r, capital Y, small r, capital G, means color plus I'm talking about the wrinkle, is it? Wrinkle and round types. So in F2 generation he has got those things, and that type of principle he known as a independent assortment. So during the gamete formation, in that independent assortment process, the segregation of alleles of one pair is independent of the segregated of all alleles of other pair. So cell pollination of a hybrid plant with a round and yellow seed were obtained in the ratio of 9:3:3:1. So this was the 3 experiment which has given for your syllabus, that is a principle of inheritance. In the next session we will see along with their definitions and their laws which included in the principles of inheritance, segregation and independent assortment. So for any doubts and difficulties you can ask me anytime. Thank you.